here we have the Nasdaq daily comp chart in the SMF MMT platform. This is our application. I would like everyone to know that please go ahead and mute your microphones. 12.52 per line for, let's make sure that that's correct. Yes, it is for Monday on the index of the Nasdaq comp. Here in our platform, when we called the short way up here, we came down for several days all the way down to this bottom where we had put in a double bottom down here in our MMT platform. And our MMT platform, because it's so correctly prices the market makers, but more importantly is those robots. Those are artificial, they're machines that do artificial trades. And we made these bottoms here in the Nasdaq comp right here in this bottom period. We broke out of these double tops here in our platform. We also broke this double top where we have that bigger downtrend when all the ratios were going downward. We were going down in the ratios here in our platform mathematically. Now, these lines are calculated before the events happen. You can see how accurate each one of these lines are. What it does is that it tells you how weak it is and to be short this way, and it tells you how to get long this way. We've come up to a double top. We have the jobs number. They popped it right down here to where that double top resistance was. It came right to our delta line. I mean, to the penny. And they bounced off of the jobs report. We still remain below half bars, 2866.42. That's that half bar. These were the tops of where all the havoc. We have ran the pendulum. We are overbought on the Nasdaq comp. This is what it looks like because in our platform, it's not based on standard technical analysis. That's what all of this stuff is over here. Yeah, we have all the standard technical analysis if we want to use it, but this is a mathematical market maker platform between the public, between the high frequency volume traders. Those are artificial trades that are, they're not done by humans. They're done by machines. Okay? And the thing about it is when they didn't, high volume was here. High volume, high volume, high volume. We have gone extremely high volume up there to the tops. Okay? And we had that reversal on Friday. That was the first reversal, and they came in buying that thing straight right up. When I look at a daily chart here in standard technical analysis, I can clearly point out in their standard technical analysis is we are overbought. We are 95.71%. When we put the bottom in here and said it was time to get net long, we were down here at 8.45%. That we were deeply oversold from this correction. We called the double bottom here. It made its test as, like I just showed in our platform, these big bars right here. And I can't make decisions on a standard platform. It's got a 4-day buy signal. These are what people make their decisions on because it's all they have. Our platform is quite different. Right now, we're 94%. We're overbought. We're going into a major earnings season. This is what the standard chart would look like. This is what people would look like. The moving averages are all in bull phases. Daily moving averages crossovers, the 10 crossing over the 20. The 200 is rising. This is all bullish. But these kinds of bull rallies have to pull back. And on the first little pullback from that 9.2 jobs report number, they were buying in to an overbought market right here, just like this overbought market when I said it was at 94% over here. And on the stockmarketfunding.com homepage, I said we were going down, and that was the reversal. That was a test. We were, but we weren't nearly as overbought, and we had these little rallies in here, but we ended up going all the way down. Go type in the search inbox on stockmarketfunding.com, Nasdaq comp indexes. Go back toward the end of April and May, how we said we were going to come down. We also called the very bottom here in the Nasdaq comp. It had led all of the other, this one went down first. The rest of the indexes followed it. We also did a Google analysis to the Nasdaq comp back then as well. We are overbought at an extreme level. What a great bull rally it was. So the bull rally is overbought. And bull rally now, this was the bear rally down. And we have rallied back up in a bull cycle. But here's a problem. We're going overbought, and we're going into major earnings starting Monday, July 11th. Hey, Have you ever heard of buy the bottom, buy the rumor, sell the news? People are buying the dips at an overbought short-term level up here. 95.71% is higher than the last reversal. Right here, it clocks at 94.79. That means that individual technology stocks and semi-stocks within the Nasdaq Comp 100 and the broader Nasdaq Comp Composite here have ran their course in this. And when we go into earnings, it's going to be about shorting the top end of the market because a lot of the good news is baked in the cake. Rather, Obama on Sunday night and his staff come out and do all the right thing about this debt ceiling, about us not paying our bills in the U.S. That's going to create the big volatility. But you got to know when things are getting priced in the shorter term. These were great moves off the bottom that all MMTs and I enjoyed with the broader leadership equities like the Apples and the Amazons and the Baidus and the Sinas and the Netflixes and the Pricelines and the Sina. They were all oversold, and the Soho, the Deeres, the Caterpillars, the Cummins engines, the CMGs. They were all oversold from this long correction. And then we levered back up in equity prices and indexes, because it took the leaders in the Nasdaq Comp to get that index right back up to these major tops. We will take a look at the overbought process that we're in, and you could see clearly that on that gap down, that bull stepped right in, and we remain at overbought levels, and overbought levels go like that until something happens. The earnings season is going to be the judge. So if I'm all the way up here at the highs, and I'm overbought in equities, and I'm overbought in indexes, what that means, MMTs, is that when the good report comes out, when it does gap up, you'll be selling short into it because the good news has already been baked in the cake. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Knowing when you're overbought in bull cycle trends, knowing when you're oversold in bear trends, knowing how to apply the trade management to the upcoming earnings cycle, second half of the year, know where the volatility headlines are, know where the guidances are going to be as far as the individual leaders go. It's going to be an interesting earnings season at an overbought process. Once again, buy the rumor, sell the news, sell the gap short, look for the pullback. What is overbought has to pull back. Bull rallies could set up again. We'll see exactly what happens. You are overbought.